I'm just here to talk about what I did with flying fish last summer. I've done the 12 weeks dinghy instructor and windsurf instructor course. So 12 weeks full on in water sports, like I love to say, from zero to hero. My background in sailing and windsurfing was none at all. I never sailed, I never windsurfed before I got to Greece. So, and yeah, I just decided I go with flying fish and I try it out. Because I studied adventure tourism in the Highlands of Scotland, and so I started getting qualifications in the water sports, and just to get more employable, I decided to go windsurfing and sailing again as well. Yeah. Behind me you see a few pictures of the 12 weeks I made, and it gives you a slightly impression of what we did over there. This is just the Vasiliki Bay in Greece. It was good conditions. In the morning, always light winds. In the afternoon, you got quite strong winds. So there was opportunity for everybody to learn the sports. And this is Club Vars. Club Vars is one of the locations we did our instructions at. And the other one is Wildwind next door, where we did our sailing instructions as well. So we started off 6 weeks of sailing, just from the start, introduction to the boats, everything. We had laser 1s for single-handed and laser 2000 for 2 people on it. So we did the basics and then we kept going up to our instructor week, 6 weeks after that. You see, it's nice and green. Club Vars has a lot of brilliant kit. So whatever you need, from big boards for beginners to small boards for perfect windsurfer, you find everything. Yeah. That's our fish house, as we called it. That's where we lived, all the fish, all the people on the courses. We lived in one big houses, large, clean, double rooms, twin rooms. So you had everything you needed, a kitchen, and it was just like 50 minutes walk to the center where we did our training. So recommendable. Yeah, that's how it looks in the beginning. You sit in your boat and then eventually we're going to capsize. But you know, it's sometimes hard work. I never asked myself why I did it, because I loved every minute, even though I had bruises around my body. I was blue from the top to my feet. But each time you climb in the boat, you try again, and it's just a lovely time. Yeah, when you get better, it looks more or less like this. Behind the islands of the Greece, and we're just in our laser 2000 and getting the boat going, and it just feels amazing. Yeah. Yeah, you get better after a while, and then actually they leave you on your own. In the morning you have your instructions. You start 9 o'clock every day, except Tuesdays and Thursdays, where you have like a bit fitness, so you can go for a bike ride, or you can go supping and everything. It's just a morning call, so you get ready to do all the instruction and training you have to do later on. Yeah, over the day we did everything from light wind to strong wind training, and you got off at 5 or 6 in the evening, so you can go windsurfing. If you know how to windsurf already, so you can go on it, or you just use the boats and go with it. Yeah, when you're off, you're 6 days in school, I would say, 6 days with flying fish, 1 day off, and then you have time to explore the island. This, for example, is Porto Katsiki, one of the most picturesque areas on the island or in Greece. People just love to be there. As long as there's shade in the morning, you can sit there. After a while, you can actually see how you get fried. So you have to leave there and just explore the other parts of the island. Yeah, there are a lot of mountains as well. You can just hire a car. It's pretty cheap, 20 euros, as I remember, for a day, and just go up the hills and have a lovely time. Yeah, and like Zoe said earlier when we looked at this, I look happy, and I was happy. And you get a lovely tan. Your hair is getting nice and blonde, and you have a smile on your face every day, because it's just lovely. Yeah, every Friday when you go sailing, it's race day. You go to Wildwind, you get a boat, and yeah, you just go for it. Even though they're quite experienced people at Wildwind, you just enjoy to sail after them and just get better and better. I even won one race, so I was quite happy to drink my beer afterwards. Yeah, like I said, it's a struggle in the beginning, and even though you get better after 6 weeks, I would say I'm no instructor. I feel good to sail in Force 5 with these laser 1s, but still you're going to capsize because you're going to try to improve yourself, and you're try harder maneuvers and just, you know, do whatever you need to do to get wet again. But you see, I'm not wearing any wetsuits. It's probably the biggest advantage compared to other companies where you can do it in the UK or in Europe, wherever. It's just warm and you can just sail in shorts. Yeah. If you do the sailing and you don't have any bruises, you did something wrong. You didn't try hard enough. Yeah, on the days off, or on some days, we just go on day sail and you just go to one of the many bays there and have a lovely time. Tuesdays and Fridays, there's Famous Barbecue, Wildwind, and Vars Barbecue. Some entertainment. And on Fridays, Vars Barbecue is probably famous for all the themes they have. You're going to see some pictures afterwards. Just if you go there anytime, just be careful of the punch. It's quite dangerous. I think I missed our 2 meals just because of the punch. Yeah. Yeah, that's in front of the fish house. You see all the people, everybody nicely tanned, good party atmosphere. You know, on the day you're on the water, you enjoy yourself, you power yourself out, and in the evening you have a lovely drink, have a good chat, and if you want, you just go into the town to Zeus Bar and dance as much as you want. Yeah. Then you start windsurfing if you do 12 weeks, or you do the other way around, and it's from the basics, you know, how to pull up a sail to actually how to teach people. And like I said, I never sailed before, I windsurfed before, and yeah, I think I'm pretty all right now. Just going to Darb next week for 2 weeks just to get better. And yeah, and the course helped me in every way, because I'm gonna found a job now on Mallorca, teaching windsurfing and sailing in a big sailing company. It's a German one because I have the advantage I speak German as German. Yeah, so it's a good way. So I certainly recommend going for flying fish for the 12 weeks. Do both windsurfing and sailing makes you more employable. I'm paddle instructor as well, so as more qualifications you have, as better it is, just to get a job wherever you want. Yeah. And yeah, whenever you want, you can go for a safari, boat safari. There's a diving club, there's a boat possible to rent, and you just go around the islands and enjoy yourself, diving, snorkeling, and making funny pictures of yourself. Oh yeah, some sceneries on top of the hills, and as I mentioned before, the fitness in the morning. The guys are actually doing it, the girls are more, yeah, let's wake up. Supping in the later in the season when the sun is a bit lower. I certainly recommend supping. It's good stuff as well. And one of the pictures of the barbecue at Club Vars with the theme, I think, angels and devils or something like this. Yeah, it's quite entertaining, or bandits and police or something, I guess. If you don't see me, that's me. And yeah, and the instructors are just amazing. I totally recommend them. They are all advanced instructors in everything they do. They are trainers. They teach you from the beginning to the end. And I certainly don't regret that I gone for flying fish, even though it's a bit of money. You have to pay for doing that. It's a lot of fun. It's like holidays, working holidays, and you know, you're happy when you're just on the water.